The Early Years. Based in the North Philadelphia suburb of Elkins Park, Raymond Perelman developed a reputation as an elegant but brutal businessman, whose main concern was the bottom line. Wanting to expand into more lucrative and far-flung enterprises, Raymond left the paper products business in his brother Leon's capable hands in the early 1950s and went on his own. His first major acquisition was Belmont Iron Works, a fabricator and erector of structural steel. At work, he was critical of the slightest sign of weakness in others and brought the same unbending expectations home at the end of the day. Young Ronnie Perelman's father was demanding and relentless in his desire to motivate. There was no time for sandlot baseball or Saturday matinees. Other than attending services together at nearby Frank Lloyd Wright-designed Beth Shalom Temple, Raymond Perelman's relationship with his oldest son was based on business. Just as his own father had done, Raymond raised his boy to understand the intricacies of balance sheets and cash flow. Any suggestion of vulnerability or sensitivity was crushed beneath the father's drive for family success. Raymond didn't hesitate to ridicule or lambaste the child any more than he would his business associates. Rather than rebel, Ronnie Perelman became determined to match his father's toughness. He plowed into the increasingly familiar world of business ledgers and stock reports. By the time he was 11, he was sitting in on board meetings at his father's company. While other teenagers were reading comic books and forming friendships, young Perelman was spending solitary hours after school poring over profit and loss statements and annual reports. As his father's business grew, Ronald's knowledge grew with it. Each new acquisition became a learning experience. Not content with merely telling his son about prospective takeover prospects, Raymond Perelman would bring Ronald along in the family car to inspect the various sites. On their way home, the two would analyze the potential of the company in question. In the fall of 1960, following his father, Perelman enrolled at the University of Pennsylvania, located in downtown Philadelphia. Not surprisingly, his major was business. Thrusting himself into the rigors of college life with the same determination he displayed in his father's company, he excelled in his coursework and regularly challenged his professors when he disagreed with their opinions. If it were not for his combative behavior with his instructors, Perelman would have remained rather anonymous among his Penn classmates. He had little involvement in campus activities, joining only the Hillel Foundation. In fact, Perelman was a racehorse, tethered at the starting gate, eager to return to the realities of the business world. Just as he had done through high school, he continued to work with his father, reviewing spreadsheets, improving productivity, and evaluating potential acquisitions. In 1961...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?